What's good, everybody? It's your boy Chevy G. You know who I beat, and if you don't, now you see. He no freestyle, so you free.
You
All right,
stupid.
anyway, let's go ahead and get into this video. We got scariest things caught by drones, and it's by my boy Chills. Now, last video, I didn't know about the video if it was funny or not. This dude, his voice is creepy off the bat. Let's be real. You about to see it here in a moment, but yeah, man. Let's get into it.
Drones allow us to explore areas that we would otherwise never dare step foot in.
Now, what I tell you? Told you his voice is creepy enough.
And as they fly through the sky high above, they sometimes catch things that were never meant to be witnessed by the human eye.
Ooh.
Number 11. This
like
drone
that.
footage was taken somewhere deep in the Salt Fork Park in Ohio. The video starts out ordinarily enough, but then sometime around the 5-minute mark, you might be able to see something hiding in the thickets. Watch the left side of your screen closely as the drone starts to land, and pay close attention because it happens pretty fast.
Oh. Oh, I don't like that noise. Turn that down. Bro, what if it's just the dude controlling the drone, though?
Many people claim they can see a large creature stop and look up as the drone passes by.
Are we looking at different things?
This
Isn't
is
a
a
creature?
Bigfoot sighting in broad daylight. I
Cap.
do see what they are
Cap.
talking about, but I personally don't see any movement, and I think it could
Like a
possibly
nigga in
be
a
a tree.
cloak or something.
Let me know if you see it, and if you agree.
Buddy walking.
Number 10. When a freak thunderstorm sets this large hayfield on fire
Sheesh.
in Weld County, Colorado, a brave farmer named Eric Howard hops into his tractor and heads straight for the action. He has a wild plan that's about to greatly help firefighters contain the 30-acre blaze if it all goes well.
Oh, these guys smart. But it's not scary.
Thinking fast, Eric quickly carves a long
guess it
path
would be a
across
little
the
scary.
field to keep the
California
fire
be
from
going through it.
spreading. It's a firefighting strategy called a fire line, which is where you remove the topsoil so that there is less material to burn. He barely manages to stay ahead of the inferno, and the dancing flames grow tall enough to melt the paint off his trusty tractor the whole time. Eventually, the wildfire is contained, and Eric is credited by the firefighters for his gutsy plan, which probably saved additional acres
Bro,
from
give
going
me
up
some
in
money.
flames.
I don't
Let
need
me
a pat
know
on
what
the
you would
back.
do in this situation, and if you think Eric should have left it to the professionals. Number 9.
Oh.
A Predator combat drone
No.
is conducting a routine patrol when suddenly something huge and fast enters its airspace. What appears to be some
Oh,
kind
those-
of unidentified flying object streaks
that
by
ain't
the
clouds. I thought it was
drone
clouds.
in a gigantic burst of white light. The drone turns around to scan the area, but whatever zoomed past is now long gone.
thing just
Unfortunately,
popped
no
up, though.
further footage was recovered.
Hold on,
I don't
am
know
I
if the
am
lack
I
of
tripping?
information surrounding this video is a sign which was recovered. Zoomed past white light. The drone turns around to scan the area, but whatever zoomed past
Boy, buddy
is now
just jumped
long
in.
gone. Unfortunately,
that's a little
no
weird.
further footage was recovered.
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
know
lie,
if the
though.
lack of information surrounding this video is a sign that it's fake, or it means the military simply isn't saying anything. The unidentified flying object could be CGI, but outside of that possibility, what you are watching could very well be our first contact with very technologically
"Fuck off."
advanced extraterrestrials.
He said, "Get
Number
off me."
8. A YouTuber named Run Gun Griff is a drone enthusiast who
Tell me-
explores a lot of exotic locations.
That look
on
like
his
the movie
channel.
Signs,
Most
boy.
of his videos
Get me
are
outta
taken
here.
on tropical islands,
No.
but this one was shot at a hard-to-find.
Bro, what? I don't know, but people be capping though. Somebody could have did that, but I ain't gonna lie. That thing is kind of perfect, boy. That look like a cookie cutter, boy.
and rural spot that he simply describes as being in the middle of nowhere. As this drone flies high, you can see that Run Gun Griff and his friend are standing in the middle of a huge field of crops that's covered
crazy.
in a series of strange markings.
It's
The
perfect though.
symbols themselves are perfectly symmetrical and
Wow.
extremely precise in their geometry. Their designs look
Yeah.
strikingly identical and appear to have no noticeable differences, a sign that it was not made by humans. I suppose that it would be possible to do this with farm equipment, but farmers have little reason to vandalize their own field, and since there's absolutely no flaws in the design, I think that there is a strong possibility that this was made by something extraterrestrial. Let me know if you think that these crop circles are man-made or extraterrestrial in
I would
nature.
say it's man-made.
If you
I don't
recognize
trust
any
it.
of these symbols from any literature, movie, or video
I don't know.
games,
Hold up. I catch everything, man. If we back this up a little bit, you can see the little where people had their tires, but there ain't no tire marks. What? Bruh. That might be real.
and if you recognize any of these symbols from any literature, movie, or video games, then I'd definitely like to know where they are from. Number 7. A YouTuber named Furious Otter is piloting his nosy drone across a long stretch of woods when he comes across a mysterious all-white object that doesn't match the native scenery. He grows curious and decides to take the drone closer to the ground to get a better look. It's a decision that he probably now regrets.
Bro, look tall as hell. Bro, what is that?
It doesn't look like much at first, but the situation becomes much more clear after he zooms in. A witch-like figure appears to crouch low while watching the drone from the tree line.
Get me out the game.
You can't tell if they are waving at them or brushing something out of their hair, but either way, this strange hermit just shouldn't be out here this deep in the woods. This video is terrifying if it's real, but a couple of things make me question its authenticity. I know drones can get a lot closer than that, so why didn't he try to get closer to see if they needed help instead of immediately flying away? I guess he could have been worried about losing his drone, or possibly even getting cursed, so he just got out of there fast instead. If that's the case, then I can't say I blame him. Let me know what you think you would have done if you were there. Number 6. This news drone records the aftermath of a giant blast that rocked a residential district in Westminster, Colorado. The giant smoldering crater you were looking at was once a home, and even worse, the blast was done on purpose. The owner of the home, 59-year-old Gary Pine, was living all by himself when he decided to take his life in a very vengeful way.
Making that Shireen sugar, boy.
His natural gas line and let his house fill up with gas until it blew, blowing off the side of his neighbor's house and sending debris flying across 2 whole blocks.
A buddy and I'm beating his ass for fucking on my crib.
No one knows exactly why he did it, nor will they ever feel completely safe in their home again. Number 5. These National Geographic explorers are using high-tech drones to map out the inside of a churning volcano for the very first time.
I ain't gonna lie, that seems kind of dope.
Their drones are able to get close enough to the lava to capture shots that would boil a human alive. The 1,000-degree temperatures claim more than a few drones during the study, and each one is an expensive loss. These drones use sophisticated 3D technology to map out the bottom of a lava pit, something that has never been done before. You can even see an evil-looking entrance where the high-pressure magma shoots out of the volcano. The drones also have another purpose too. They let researchers measure exactly how close to the edge they can get before the incredible heat becomes too much to stand. Let me know if you think you'd be brave enough to do this kind of research, or if you'd rather have a safer occupation. Number 4. An Australian YouTuber named Simon Lawrence is flying his drone high above his boat in Port Lincoln.
Oh, that's a shark.
He and his friends are looking to catch crabs.
Is that a great white?
Soon they find something else entirely lurking in the deep ocean
waters. Kind of small though. But this drone ain't catching none, man.
The great white shark seems to silently study them for a bit before coming in for a closer look.
Like it's keen. Fuck.
When the shark shows interest in their crab pond, they wisely cut it loose and watch the shark swim away. Simon and his friends are very lucky because great white sharks have been known to try and overturn boats by swimming straight into them at full speed.
I've never heard that.
Number 3. This drone video was
taken in late
2016. Golden Hour is a YouTuber who is apparently just trying to get some aerial shots of his small town when he stumbles upon something that definitely doesn't belong in a cornfield. It kinda looks like an ordinary scarecrow at first, but then you can see it's a clown in a bright orange outfit with equally colorful hair.
Was this in
The strange and
2017?
unfriendly clown glares at the drone before sprinting
Yeah.
away at full speed. It makes its way into the mouth of the forest shortly, and the drone takes off back to safety.
I don't
I have
believe it.
questions about this video that are similar to number 7. If this video is real, then once again I don't understand why the drone operator didn't pursue the clown further to
Oh my
figure
God.
out where it came from. I guess the clown could have just been a friend in a costume, but then again, maybe this was one of the many real clowns caught trespassing on properties in 2016. It's hard to say for sure, so I'd definitely like to get your opinion. Number 2. A YouTuber named Justin Brown has been seeing odd-looking people
Fake.
living in tents near his hometown in Lone Pope, California. He is too nervous to investigate the situation in person, so he sends his
Place
drone over
dirty
for
as
a
hell.
closer look. Imagine Justin's surprise when he discovers an entire colony of strangers living on a riverbed less than a mile from his home. He has no idea who they are, what they want, or why they are so close to a suburban neighborhood, which doesn't seem particularly special in any way. Also, no one can seem to figure out what this mysterious
seen
blinking
nobody.
blue light is. Take a look at the way it keeps flashing persistently, and tell me what kind of technology you think it could be. Maybe together
see
we
nobody
can figure
moving.
out who lives here and their purpose. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying my narration. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram
Bro.
at DylanIsChillinYT
No, we
and
don't.
tap that. Also, follow me on Twitter at
Bro.
proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person. So if you're generous enough to hit that subscribe button and the bell
Yeah.
beside it, then thank
Hey,
you.
he speaks facts,
This
man.
way you'll be notified of the new videos I upload every Thursday and Sunday.
Every day.
Number 1. A YouTuber named Chris Lamb says
Or
that he
every
was
other
all
day.
alone when he shot this drone footage at Fort McClellan, Alabama, but the video says otherwise. You can clearly see that nobody is in the background at the beginning.
I ain't gonna lie, buddy. You
But
chose
when
a...
Chris steadies the camera just a moment later, you can see someone standing by the street lamp. There's not
Yes,
enough
sir.
time for anyone to walk out from behind a building, but yet here they are.
Oh.
Also, did you see how they seem to suddenly disappear in plain sight? I don't see any editing cuts, so I have absolutely no idea how this dark silhouette managed to vanish like that.
No, he's still there. He's still
Look
there.
again and you can definitely see them dematerialize. There's nothing wide enough for them
No,
to
bro, it's
hide
about to move.
behind. They're just
It's a
gone.
shitty ass
Let me
drone.
know if you think Chris Lamb's video is paranormal, extraterrestrial,
No.
or otherwise.
Bro, hold up.
A live broadcast
Go
can
back to the
tend to
beginning, go back
vanish
to the
like
beginning,
that.
go
See how they seem to by the street lamp.
Was somebody in there in the first place?
Nobody is in the background at the beginning.
Oh, swear to God.
But when Chris steadies the camera just a moment later,
Bro, no.
number 1, a YouTuber named Chris
I will not
Lamb
be
says
finessed.
that he was all alone when he shot this drone footage at Fort McClellan, Alabama, but the video says otherwise. You can clearly see that nobody is in the background at the beginning.
Bro, it looked like somebody right there, man. Bro, he just walked out.
But when Chris steadies the camera just a moment later, you can see someone standing by the street lamp. There's not enough time for anyone to walk out
Yeah,
from behind
it's
a building,
perfectly what I
but
posed
yet
at.
here they are.
Can't finesse me, no.
Also, did you see
Bro, it's a shitty ass drone. Anyway, that's it, y'all.